especially when it comes to things like power. And when I say power, I mean electricity or frequencies that, you know, are able to lift or move heavy items, objects, that kind of thing. And maybe, like some say, that these cathedrals, it's a cathedral, sounds a lot like cathode to me, which anode and cathode is a necessary part of illumination. And you know, the grounding and the amplification of electricity. So were cathedrals once power stations? I don't know, that's one of those things I like to think about. It's a mind exercising concept. Here's a 50s diner. It's very similar to something I've seen in America. Which honestly, one of the things that I really miss, I don't miss a lot about California. I do miss Mexican food. Al pastor tacos with mucha cebolla. And cilantro. Yeah, I definitely miss that, but I also miss a BLT, a proper BLT with onion and cheese. That's the way I like it. Yeah, this is really where I wanted to come to over here. There's a lot of really nice ornate structures. I mean, look at down this road. I mean, so many balconies. You know, another thing that trips me out is there's 8 billion people on this planet. How many don't have a home? So let's just say 1 billion, because that seems like a lot to me, but 1 billion people don't have a place to live. But still, 7 billion do? It seems amazing to me that there's 7 billion homes, 7 billion showers, 7 billion kitchens all over this planet. It's a crime that people don't have a place to stay at night. I mean, to me, it's a crime of, that's one of the big crimes of capitalism, really. Look at what he's doing. So in capitalism, they encourage people to work, and if they don't work hard enough, yada yada, you know. so cool. There's a balcony up there. Can you imagine living up there? That'd be awesome. I'd like to see it. Yeah, this building is interesting to me. These reliefs that are on the outside of it. Oh, look, somebody left their keys. Yeah, this material. I mean, I think this is an ancient building, personally. I mean, I see a building just like this in Los Angeles. Same architecture. How did that happen? Personally, I think that's a prior civilization to our current one. They had built structures all over this planet. You know what I'm also curious about in Europe? How is it that there are all these different languages for, you know, literally places that aren't that far away from each other, and they all speak a different language? I mean, what the hell? You can't tell me that people lived for so long isolated from each other that they developed a different language. It just doesn't seem possible, because I mean, it's not that far to go to Italy from here. It's not that far to go to Germany from here. And they're so different, these languages. Look at those reliefs up there. I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's like a guy that looks like Pan or something. He's holding up the top of the building. I mean, that's architecture that we do not do anymore. We don't add these types of reliefs. We never show people, which is another weird thing. It's like we're more interested in dehumanizing right now. And we never show people. Especially naked bodies, like, it's so common. Of course, today it'd have to be fat bodies, especially in America. They wouldn't be the Adonis-looking statues if they want to represent the populace. Okay, here's the marching band. kind of cool. It can be annoying sometimes. Ice beer. Oh, it's just this guy. Phantom of the Opera. Huh. I saw that a few times. Took my mom to see that. There's one year where my girlfriend and I each had season tickets for a theater in Los Angeles. She had Hollywood Bowl and the Disney Hall and some other place. I had the Amundsen and Pantages. And we saw every musical that year. My favorite music, and I like musicals, you know, being a straight man, I don't mind saying I do. Oh wow, look at those monitors. Those are Sony 1350s. I recognize them. Yeah, my favorite musical is Les Miserables. It's just incredible. Yeah, tomorrow I've got a lot of things to do. I have to go to the post office, pick up stuff, ship stuff. I have to go pay a bill. I'm telling you all so you can remind me. See that little glass house, like the greenhouse on the side of that building? That's kind of cool. Here's public film. Curious about them. They film the public. There's a lot of ice cream places around here. I say a lot, but there's like 3 or 4. Some more evidence of mud flood.
vista curva, né?
You know I'm not on point today for sure when I can't even seem to finish a thought. I was talking about collecting things earlier. Yeah, I used to collect things. But I had a house, I had multiple houses. And you know, a house is a place that you can put your stuff. So you get more stuff. But at the moment, at this point in my life, I'm far more interested in being light. I'm trying to experience having very little stuff. Especially, you know what, I used to collect certain things too. I like having tools in general. So I had lots of tools. And some tools were old, and I liked to cook, so I had lots of kitchen tools, and some of those were old that I would buy at, you know, garage sales, estate sales, that sort of thing. The thing about doing that, though, that you don't realize the energy that you're taking on and you're bringing into your house. You're bringing energy from somebody else. You don't know, you know, what they were all about. What if they were terrible people? We don't like Charles Manson, right? Although I think the government actually made him into a killer and locked him up afterwards after he started to be successful at what they wanted him to do. But could you imagine eating off of his dinner plate? Does that do anything to you bad? I don't know. It might. Look at how these are all painted. You know, the government normally doesn't like that. You'll see them get a fresh coat of gray here. Not always. So yeah, we're gonna go. This is Studentsky Park. We'll go through there in just a moment. I just wanted to see this here. Santa's car. Alright, we're gonna quickly cross the street. So what does that look like? Does that look like an owl? Or a family crest, maybe? Yeah, it gets dark by about 4:15. By 4:30, it's dark here this time of year. I wanted to show you this arch here, this entrance. Looks like the Addams family's house entrance. It's sinking from the center. It's pretty cool though, huh? There's some information. Himalayan cedar. Playing ball. This is interesting. Look at this. This is a. It looks like a tree that's been cut. But it's not a real tree. It's like a bronze or something. A big old bench. I mean, you could lay on that one.